What's up guys, Momojiri here, and I'm here to bring you my top 10 best Pokemon to be using in singles and double battles in, I guess, the coming year for Pokemon. And I'm so excited to actually be a part of this competitive season, and the competitive season's coming forward. I can't wait to actually show you guys what I can do and actually learn the meta. And looking around, looking at what I've experienced so far, seeing the battle tower, seeing other videos, and seeing a bunch of guides, I have compiled my top 10 list of the best Pokemon you guys can use. So we're just going to get right into it right away, and you guys already know, top 10 slot goes to Dragapult. And guys, this is a new dragon Pokemon. It is a ghost dragon type, amazing typing, really cool Pokemon, really cool concept. It's kind of strange at the same time because it launches other Drurpees at your opponent, and it's kind of weird, but it's still a cool Pokemon, and it has a lot of synergy with other Pokemon this year, and it's so cool. So we're gonna get right into the moveset. The moveset I found that a lot of people tend to use, and that is pretty good, is you're gonna want to use Dragon Darts, U-Turn, Steel Wing, and Phantom Force. This moveset lets you hit steel types, psychics, darks, ghosts, other dragons, and then everything else for super effective damage, or neutral damage really. And it's really good coverage and IV spread for it because it's a physical attacker. You can use it as a special attack with like Draco Meteor and Shadow Sneak if you want to go that route. But the one I use is a Jolly Nature with 252 in attack and 252 in speed with 4 defense IVs. Its ability, you want to go with Clear Body, so your opponent cannot diminish your attack, speed, anything. The item you want to use is Life Orb. It might take a lot of damage from Life Orb, but it's okay. It's a strong attacker. You want that extra boost. Then we're going to go to number 9, which is another ghost type on this list, and that is Mimikyu. It's apparently a really good Pokemon just because it has a good ability, good spread with IVs, EVs, and its moveset is really nice. And you're going to want to use Swords Dance, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, and Substitute. And I would suggest going off with Substitute right away, so your opponent has to basically attack you 2 or 3 times to actually do any damage to you. Swords Dance is a move that you want to use to increase your attack because you're just going to be destroying everything. And then you want to go with Play Rough and Shadow Claw, so you can take out all its threats and anything else that want to get in its way for a lot of damage. The IV spread I used on it is Jolly with 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 HP. And what you guys are going to see on this list, guys, is that I am a physical attacker. I love that kind of strategy. I don't know why. We have some special attackers on the list, some tanks, but it's going to be mainly physical attacking. And if that's not something you want to see, I'm sorry, but stop the video. The ability you want to use is Disguise with Life Orb as your item because Mimikyu doesn't have a lot of defense. You have a lot of things in your disposal to stop your opponent from hitting you. But if you get hit, you're taking a lot of damage. So Life Orb is just to get through Mimikyu fast and take out everything in your way. Number 8 is actually going to go to Korver Knight. Korver Knight is such a cool Pokemon. I got a shiny version of it. Doesn't have, well, actually it does have the correct ability, but it doesn't have the correct moveset. So I'm actually currently looking and breeding for a new Korver Knight with a really nice move spread. And let me share that with you guys. It's kind of similar, but a little different from this style. It has the Fog and Sky Attack, but this moveset is good as well. And you want to use Roost, Iron Defense, Brave Bird, and Substitute. Iron Defense to really solidify the defense because your special defense sucks. And you want to be able to take any kind of hit you want, but Iron Defense is really good for that. Then you want to use Brave Bird as your main, actually your only attacking move, and Substitute so your opponent can't do too much damage to you and they have to actually attack around it. And it has a good typing, a Steel Flying, so your opponent has to do a lot and I mean a lot of damage. And then Roost to heal all of that goodness right back up. The IV spread you want to use is Impish, which increases increases defense but lowers special attack. Perfect for him. And you want to put 252 in special defense and 252 in HP and 4 in defense. The best ability is Pressure, but it could change to Mirror Armor depending on your style. But either one is great. Pressure is to make your opponent really get rid of all of their moves quickly, and the item you want to use is Leftovers with Roost, so you're gaining a lot of HP back every turn if you go that route. Next up, we're going to go with Gyarados, and guys, Gyarados, you know, is going to make the list because everyone's using it because they all got shiny versions of it from the past event, and if you don't have a really good shiny IV Magikarp, then I'm really sorry. But with its hidden ability, even better. So we're going to get into the moveset. You're going to want to use Waterfall, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and Bounce. Bounce is not something I normally would have used, but looking around, Bounce is pretty good. You know, take out grass types, fighting types, bug types. It's all good stuff here. Waterfall, take out everything in your way. Ice Fang, take out dragons, grass. I think that's it for ice. Yeah. Earthquake, take everything else. But I mean, if you're using in doubles, you might want to switch this out with, I think, Stone Edge, or I think it learns Earth Power, or another move that it could learn. I think it learns something. Not sure at all. The IV spread I use is Jolly, which is 252 in attack, 252 in speed, and you got to put 4 in defense, or special defense, you know, whatever you want to do. The ability I use is Moxie instead of Intimidate. Intimidate might be better for double battles, but Moxie, you know, you just take out a Pokemon, you gain attack. Take out a Pokemon, you gain more attack. And then you put a choice ban on this guy. So every turn you have so much damage, and it's terrific. I love physical attackers. Then you're going my number 6 spot, because I can't count, is actually going to be Tyranitar. One of my top 10 favorites from the previous generations, made it onto my top 10 list. The moveset you want to use is Earthquake, Stone Edge, Ice Punch, and Crunch. Ice Punch, I believe, is an egg move, so you're going to have to breed around with it to actually get the correct attack on it. Stone Edge, you know, Stab, can hit everything you need. Earthquake, get rid of everything else. And Crunch, because you want to hit the Psychics, you want to hit the Ghosts, you want to hit everything really hard. The IV spread, of course, is going to be Adamant with 252 in speed, 252 in attack, and HP. You have to add something to it, so you just got 4. The ability you want to use is Sandstream. No other ability quite matches that. And then the item you want to use is Choice Band, so you're hitting everything like a goddamn tank. And to go with Tyranitar, actually, you're going to want to use Escadrille. Escadrille is an amazing Pokemon. It has a great typing. It's really fragile, though, but can dish out so much damage. Because you have Swords Dance, Rapid Spin, Iron Hand, and Earthquake. Iron Head, take out all the fairies. Earthquake, everything in your way. Rapid Spin to use, you know, get rid of those stealth rocks, get rid of the spikes, all that good stuff. Get rid of everything. The IV spread, you know, is going to be Jolly, 252 in speed, 252 in attack, HP with 4. And, you know, Swords Dance, with that speed, you're hitting everything like a tank. And that is what my lists are about. That is what my teams are about, just hitting so bad. Then the ability Sandstream goes with Tyranitar. Switch them in, and you can do so much more. It's great. The item you want to use is Life Orb because it's fragile. You want to do more damage. You're going to take hits, not like a champ. So you kind of have to learn to deal with that. Next, we're going to use, actually, Togekiss. I mean, not actually. You guys expected this. Togekiss is an amazing attacker. It has an amazing ability, and you just want to stop your opponent from doing anything at all. With the moveset you want to use, you're going to go with Air Slash, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam, and Aura Sphere. You want to hit all the steel types that could get in your way. Flamethrower, more steel types, but grass types, all that stuff. Dazzling Gleam, take out everything in with Stab. And then Air Slash, you know, to stop your opponent from doing anything because your ability is Serene Grace, which increases, or I think doubles the effectiveness of your... increases the likelihood of moves with second effects. Like Air Slash, cause your opponent to flinch. Serene Grace increases the chance of flinching. Beautiful. The spread you want to use is Timid because you want to outspeed everything. You're going to want to use put 252 in speed, 252 in special attack, and 4 in special defense. And your item is going to be Life Orb. Just like everything else, you're not there as a tank really. You're there to just dish out a lot of damage. Then we're actually going to go into Rotomwash because, you know, Rotomwash has been around since Gen 4 and is great. The moveset you want to use is Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Hydro Pump, and Volt Switch. Oh, and with Escadrille, you could put on Mold Breaker if you want. Just so you could hit everything with Earthquake. And I mean everything. But yeah, with Rotomwash, you want to use these moves, you know, to take out everything. Thunderbolt and Volt Switch are there to destroy anything that's weak to electric, but also switch out in case something comes in that you do not want to face. Hydro Pump, take out everything, and Shadow Ball because of stab. You know, you want to hit everything for good damage. IV spread, you want to use Timid with speed 252, special attack 252, and special defense of 4. Ability, none other than Levitate because you don't want to take any earthquakes. Item, Choice Specs because your opponent has a Pokemon that you really don't want to deal with. You want to Volt Switch. You want to hit them with a lot of damage. Then we're going to go into Augie Slash because it's an amazing type. Ghost, Steel, with Automized, Sacred Sword, Shadow Claw, and King Shield. You know, you want to do... you want to increase your speed, do a lot of damage. I mean, your only main attack is Sacred Sword, but you could take out Automize for, I think, either Shadow Sneak or Shadow Claw. If you want to... oh, wait, no, we have Shadow Claw. What am I talking about? You can switch Shadow Claw for Shadow Sneak if you want to just really get that chip damage in. But yeah, you want to do a lot of damage, hit everything for every kind of damage. And you could also take out Automize if you want to put in Iron Head, and I think it might learn Flash Cannon just to hit the fairies. The IV spread is Adamant. You guys know it already. 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 in HP. The ability, Stance Change, because when you do King Shield, you increase defense. When you go back to using any other regular attack, you go to attack mode, I guess. And you can use Sacred Sword, do a lot of damage. The item you want to use is Weakness Policy because it is beneficial to you. There's no other way to put it. It's a really good item. Then, last but not least, my number one pick is going to be my boy, Drillodon. Steel, Dragon, beautiful typing. You're super effective to fighting and ground, which is kind of like a typings that are really prevalent right now, but you can get past that because this guy is amazing. He doesn't have that good special defense, but his defense is really good. His special attack is amazing. You could use him as a mix, or you could just use him as a physical attacker if you want, but I use him as a special attacker who uses Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, and Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb to slow down your opponent so you can dish more damage. Draco Meteor because this guy hits like a goddamn tank and looks like one too. You're just dropping skyscrapers on everybody. And you could use Steel Beam if you want to only attack with him once, because he doesn't have any healing abilities, healing attacks, and Steel Beam takes a lot of HP out of you. Not something I recommend. The IV spread, of course, is going to be modest with 252 in special defense, 252 in speed, and 4 in special defense. And you could switch this out for, I believe, a Timid one, so you can increase his speed further, but And the ability I chose for this guy is Stalwart because it stops your opponent from using Follow Me, Hide and Seek. Now, there's a move that electric types use that I can't remember the name of right now, but it stops Trick Rooms, a lot of their shenanigans, and if you want to go against that, this guy is perfect in doubles. And the item you want to use is Assault Vest because you want to increase his special defense because he's not that good in it. And yeah, Duodon is my favorite Pokemon in Gen 8. I love the guy. I have a shiny version with Heavy Metal, which is not the ability I want, but a lot of people do not really care about the ability, so it's okay. So I just need to train him up. He has the correct nature. I bred him myself. So happy for him. And I'm really sad you can't use the Gigantamax version because I traded... I mean, I knew this, but maybe in the future they'll bring it back. But I traded some stuff for a Gigantamax hidden ability, Drulodon, that I just need to raise up. And I can't wait to use him too. But if you guys have a hidden ability regular Drulodon that you're not looking to keep, I'm right here. And I look forward to seeing you guys. But yes, guys, that is my top 10 most prevalent Pokemon you're going to see and you want to use if you're doing competitive battling, or if you just want to kick your friend's butt really badly and they have no idea what they're doing. This is a lot of these Pokemon are what you're going to want to use on your teams. And thank you guys for watching all the way. Thank you guys for stepping by the channel. A lot more videos are going to be coming your way. I live stream Thursdays and Saturdays. Maybe I make some videos in between. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell so you can know every time I make a video, every time I go live. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, I'll catch you later.